Hey students, this is Miss Wendt and Miss Mills and Miss Harms, and we're going to walk you through the enzyme lab. So you should do kind of the first part first. So with the paperclip section there, and if you don't have paper clips at your house, feel free to use Legos or just strips of paper or whatever you can do to make that work out for you. Any kind of material is good. Paperclip is just an easy thing to use if you have that. And you have a word bank in number 2 to help you answer the questions. And of course, if you ever get stuck, please let us know. We are going to jump down to activity 6. And it says, for the directions, that the sugar lactose is a disaccharide found in dairy products such as milk. Lactose intolerance is the inability to complete the hydrolysis of lactose into 2 monosaccharides, glucose and galactose. So if you're lactose intolerant, that means your body is missing the stuff that you need to do that chemical reaction. Okay, and we got the vocab words here. We got hydrolysis, so we should know what that is. We should know what mono means for monosaccharide. Okay, and lactose is a disaccharide, so we should know what the di is for that. Okay, so if you're not sure of those words, pause the video, go look those up to make sure you understand what those words are. Okay, so down here, this occurs when a person does not produce enough of the enzyme lactase, which is necessary for the hydrolysis of lactose. Lactose intolerance is common in African Americans, Asians, and Hispanics. It's also possible to develop this condition as you age. So it affects a lot of people, and even if you don't have it now, you might get it when you're older. So we're going to kind of model this for you. So we have some materials here. And Miss Mills is going to be doing the chemistry, so we'll let her explain the steps she's doing. Please follow along in your directions as well.
Okay, so for materials, we have some milk in a beaker there. We've got 2 glucose test strips, and we've got our paper color scale that we're going to use to compare our test strips to after we're done doing the testing portion. So according to the directions, we are to simply take one of our glucose test strips, dip it into the milk, pull it out. We're going to let it sit for a little bit, and then we're going to compare the color on the, I don't know if you can see that, the color on the test strip to the color chart. Now, I will be the first one to say that the color on the test strip is a little off from what our paper scale says, but we clearly are not over here in the greens or the browns. So milk is testing negative with a glucose test strip. Okay. That's the first part of it. The second part says we're going to crush our lactate tablet, which is this, and I've pre-done that, so this is all crushed up, okay? And we're now going to add this to the milk. So I'm going to just open it up and dump in my crushed up tablet. I want to make sure it all gets in there, and then I'm just going to stir it to stir in the tablet. And we want it to completely dissolve the tablet, and that's why we crushed it to begin with, because it just makes the dissolving part faster. So I'm going to let that just sit and stir, because I want to make sure that it's all, there's no big chunks of the tablet left, and that we in fact have had the tablet dissolve in its entirety. I'm gonna keep stirring. I'm actually gonna pick this up and look to see if I can see any chunks at the bottom. And I see a few chunks.